Welcome back to the campus of Concordia University here in St. Paul, Minnesota. Gangelhoff Center is the gymnasium. We're Prep45.com covering all the non-live televised games, including all the quarterfinals and all the third place contests for both the boys and girls state basketball tournaments. We're going to go to Dick Jonkowski, who has some announcements. We're going to pick him up via our crowd mic, and we'll be back with you to give you our opinions of the contest in just a second.
Welcome once again to the Gangelhoff Center, Concordia University, as we continue third place action, this time in Class 2A. The visitors, the Class 2A, the Class 2A champions, with a record of 31 wins and 1 loss, NRHEG. Section 8 2A champions with a record of 20 wins and 12 losses, Pequot Lakes Patriots. We're going to list the starting lineups. First of all, for the Commentators, and the forward 6-foot senior, number 33, NRHEG. For the Patriots, senior at forward, number 23, Megan Hogan. For the Panthers, and a forward 5'10" junior, number 14, Katie Cole. Patriots and a forward 5'10" senior, number 20, Rachel Fox. And a guard of 5'9" sophomore, number 12, Jade Schultz. Patriots and forward 5'10" sophomore, number 11, Vanessa Lane. For the Panthers and a guard, the 5'6" senior, number 11, Tori Raymond. And a guard of 6-foot senior, number 5, Manny Lewis. And for the Panthers, and a guard of 5'10" sophomore, number 3, Carlie Wagner. For the Panthers, and a guard of 5'9" sophomore, number 24, Kayla Miller. The assistant coaches for the Panthers, Grant Bird and Peterson. Head coaches, John Schwartz.
Thank you, Dick Jonkowski. I'm Tony Geer. With me is Larry. Oops. Now try it.
How about Larry Lodmell?
And with us from the New Richland area,
Mark Domeier.
we're going to bring you this contest best we can. Apparently, Rick has done this once or twice before, so if I get my toes stepped on, oh, I'm not that unhappy.
And if you could, please step on his toes.
Yes, will do.
We keep it kind of loose up here, but we also try to be aware of our audience and of the level of contest we're at. If you're offended by what we do, my apologies, and feel free to send us a note under the support button. You can also purchase a copy of this game on the purchase DVD button. Here we go. And controlling the ball is Pequot Lakes Patriots. And just to save on initials, the New Richland, help me out.
Heartland, Ellendale, Geneva.
And we're going to call them the Panthers as suggested. For Pequot Lakes Patriots, I'm just getting to know the numbers. Number 23, Hogan. And then the ball gets passed left side, out of bounds. It'll belong to the Panthers.
And that's what the Panthers will try to do, is put that pressure defense on, force bad passes, get those turnovers, and then work in transition.
Who is this guy?
I don't know, but we need to hire him.
I'm available.
Get him and Flanagan together, I'm telling you.
Yeah.
Schultz puts the ball out of bounds, and both teams have a turnover now, and Patriots will control.
Jade has struggled a little bit these last 2 games. She generally controls the ball pretty well, but has had a little bit of trouble under the spotlight.
Ball down low for the second rebounding spot, up and in. And that was number 11, Lane, Vanessa Lane, 5'10" sophomore for the Patriots, and they're first on the board. 17:08 to go here in the first half, and down low now on the left side is Schlake, I'm sorry.
Yep, you got it.
Jump ball, alternate possession, we'll keep it in the direction we're going now. I'm calling via the monitor because of our vantage point. It's a 2-stack and then in the corner setup for the Patriots, or for the Panthers. Shot up and good. Who made that shot?
That's Carlie Wagner. That's the sophomore superstar for the Panthers.
Okay. And she scored 43 points the other night.
43 against Brown.
Ball stolen away and then stolen back. Here come the Patriots. Patriots free throw shot no good by number 5, Lewick. And here come the Panthers, very deliberate. Ball passed to absolutely nobody, but catching up to it is Schultz. Ball goes into front court, and we got a foul on contact as Schultz passed the ball off.
And Sauk Center showed last night the way to beat these Panthers that not many teams are able to do, and that's put that pressure on full court and really get physical with them. And that's something we aren't able to see in our regular season schedule.
During the timeout, we'll talk about the matchup for the championship game. Shot up by Wagner, and no good. Here come the Patriots on the offensive attack. Shot up and blocked out of bounds. Miller with the shot. Here come the Panthers. Ball in the lane. Wagner's circus shot up in control, no good. But she'll go to the line to shoot 2.
You won't see too many 10th graders that are as quick as Carlie. She gets that burst of speed in the open court. And I know her track coach is eager for her to get out on the track this spring, too. She's a pretty good track star.
Those are different muscles, though, trust me.
Well, yeah. When you're an all-around athlete, you can do it all.
How unusual was it for Wagner to, in terms of her scoring output, beat a team all by herself that way?
She hasn't had to do that, and she has a high scoring average, around 27, 28 a game. But usually you get 10 or 12 from a couple other people. It just happened. She was on fire. She was playing good defense, and everything clicked for her on Wednesday.
It was Wagner 43, Bram 45.
Yes.
But there was a little support for Wagner to put them in to the championship bracket and eventually get to this game here for third place. Shot up, second shot no good. Third shot opportunity, jump ball out of bounds for Pequot Lakes underneath their own basket on the alternate possession. And one of the things I noticed in the first round for Class A and a little bit for AA is the team that got the most offensive rebounds didn't necessarily win the game.
No. And usually that's something that Coach Schultz, that's the first thing you'll see in a newspaper story, is he'll say how much we out-rebounded the other team. But yeah, it's a whole lot different here at the state tournament.
Saw a team give up 22 offensive rebounds and win.
Yeah.
On Thursday.
It can happen.
Panther ball underneath, full court pressure being applied by the Patriots. A sea of red here at Concordia College on St. Patrick's Day. Ball stolen away and then stolen back by Carlie Wagner. Wagner moving up ahead and up and good. I'll let Coach over here take control. I'm going to be right back.
All right. Pequot Lakes is advancing. Another steal by the Panthers. Up ahead to Wagner in the open court. And another layup for Carlie Wagner. She probably scores 75% of her points on layups. If somebody kept track, it had to be around that percentage. Pequot Lakes gets it inside. Rachel Mott, number 20. That back door is what killed the Panthers against Sauk Center last night. And there's Carlie Wagner again, coast to coast. It's hard to stop her in the open floor.
I'm out of a job now.
I was kind of hoping you wouldn't come back.
All right, well, let's let him continue.
I'd say let him go for a while.
Another turnover for the Patriots. That Panther defense makes those long passes pretty tough to do. They're going to get their arms up in the air, and you're going to have to make a really, really good pass to get across court.
We're going to switch roles. I'm going to be the color commentator. You're play-by-play. Do me a favor, write your name down so I don't forget it when you get a chance,
All
okay?
right.
Continue on.
All right. Carlie with the deep pass into Schlake. Back to Wagner. She's looking to incorporate her teammates a little bit more, and sometimes she just needs to take the shot herself.
Mark.
Domeier.
Domeier?
Yep.
You know, not that we need the stats, but I'm just going to let you know the stats are down right now.
I'm shocked.
Yeah.
There's Wagner in the post. Schlake with the rebound. Schlake broke the all-time school rebounding record this year. She went over 1,000 in the Wednesday night game for her career as well.
Well, I saw that Schlake scored 16 points, so I would say she would be your other big gun.
She is, yeah. Between Schlake and then Jade Schultz, you count on those two for at least 10, 12, 14 points. And when Schlake got shut out last night, there was your biggest difference, is no post presence.
We also want to make mention that we did offer the opportunity to Pequot Lakes to have somebody sit in with us. And we have done this on a very, very short notice for these teams because we didn't want to jinx their entry into a third place contest. So we're approaching them as we see them here today. So each team is given the opportunity to provide somebody, however, very short notice and not always a comfortable thing.
There was a good example. Hannah Lundberg, 21 for the Panthers, gets the steal. She's the hardest working player on this team, and you're not going to see it in the stat line all the time. She gets a lot of loose balls, is on the floor constantly, and these putbacks and rebounds that she makes are crucial to the Panther success.
Free throw goes up and not in.
And there's the thing that Hannah has to work on. Of course, she's only a sophomore too, but putting a little more offensive potential out there. Last night, Sauk Center just didn't bother to guard her because she doesn't shoot very much.
It's not easy doing play-by-play and such off the monitor, so feel free to stand up.
Oh.
We gave you enough cord to do that if you want, okay?
Well, if I can, maybe I will. I do have a hard time sitting down, but
there's some sheets for you in the direction they're going.
All right. Looks like a foul called on Schultz. Her dad, who's the coach, not real pleased. And we've seen him get more and more animated on the sideline as the playoffs have gone on. It's tough when it's your own kid out there, and you sure want them to succeed. And John's been with this group of girls for a long, long time. Since third grade, he's coached these sophomores.
Go ahead.
There's a steal by Jade. Carlie's the first person you look for in the open court. She can do so many things, has such good court vision.
There's a lot of people that were doing the who is this player, but if you're in the know, that what happened the other night is not surprising.
No. Everywhere we went this year, you'd see a lot of people show up to our road games just because they figured it was a chance to watch somebody special. And that is Carlie indeed. There's another example. Her body control when she goes up for a shot is unbelievable. And now you'll hear the Panther fans. This is the best traveling fan base I've ever been a part of.
All right, let's turn this around for you. Mark, what kind of questions would you have if I was doing color commentating here, or of Larry?
What kind of questions would I have?
Yeah, of us and what our knowledge of the game or what we're seeing, that kind of thing.
Well, I'm always curious about people's reaction when they watch the pure athleticism that this Panther team has. And if it's your first time watching this team, trying to guess what the future is for this team.
Well, here in the metro area, we have a couple of teams that are very, very athletic. A very special team is the 4AA finalists tonight, and that's Hopkins. They have 8 Division I players, and they are fast, quick. Their decision-making skills is outstanding. And another team that I find fun, I'll get to later for you.
Oh, that's fine. I do know what you're saying about Hopkins. We saw them a little bit the other night when we came up here, and they're very special. There's another turnover. Just that pressure the Panthers put when they trap.
It's amazing how defense can help an offense, isn't it?
It does. And, you know, it's not always just the turnovers. It's the little tips that they get that knock it out of bounds and make the team think twice about making that pass again. Again, not everything's in the box score. And even there is a good example of Schlake going up and getting fouled because she's got good rebounding position.
The last game that we had here, 5'3" Ms. Vega was doing an outstanding job boxing out. Did you see that?
Yeah, and it doesn't matter about size. I coached junior high for a lot of years. I coach my daughter's 4th grade team now, and I say it doesn't matter if the other team is bigger. If you have position and you box out, you will get the calls and you will get the rebounds.
Too many people say you can't teach height, and it says see Miss Vega in the Wikipedia dictionary.
Yeah, 5'3", that's awesome. That's a good example of what it takes to be a successful team and a successful player. Schlake put those free throws in. She's going to play on this court a lot next year. She's coming to Concordia to play volleyball. That's her first love, and she's a very special volleyball player and has dedicated a lot of time to that over the years.
This is a very special volleyball program.
Yes, she's excited to come here and have a chance to be part of something, continue a very strong tradition here at Concordia.
17-4 our score, 12-12 to go now here in the first half, Mark.
I'll tell you, there are a lot of disappointed people from the Panther country last night coming home, really expecting after knocking off Bram by that much that they'd have a real chance to win and be in the championship game. Just happened to be, you get cold at the wrong time and you play a team that really matched up well against us in Sauk Center, and they're going to provide a tough matchup for Providence Academy tonight.
We're going to have to talk about that a little bit because Ray Finley is one of my favorite coaches to watch.
There's a kick by Schlake, and that's what I'm talking about. It's not a turnover. We don't get possession, but now you're thinking twice if you're the Patriots. Why do I make that pass? How do I do that? And where can I look elsewhere? And then the backside help will be there to steal the ball away. Tori Raymond comes in. She's provided a lot of intangibles this year as a senior basketball player and really helped out a lot. Looks like it's out of bounds to the Panthers. Again, you get your hand on the ball, you move people around on defense, and it makes a big difference.
And we're not trying to be biased here for one team or another. We just happen to have a little more knowledge with us for the Panthers, and we will call out and recognize some things going on for the Patriots as things move along. Carlie's long shot. No good. Nice offensive rebound around 3 defenders.
There it is.
There.
See, there's getting on the floor. You had Tori on the floor. Now you've got Hannah Lundberg on the floor. And they work hard. They work hard for this team. And I'll tell you, it's been a tough week for Hannah. Her grandpa passed away last week. And she's out here giving her all and playing with a lot of heart for the Panthers. One thing with Wagner that a lot of fans hope to see is in the future she gets a little more help out there. And there's a pass intercepted. Patriots played that well.
There's a foul. It's probably going to go on Raymond.
And this is, the Panthers put that trap on a lot of times. What we see is when you're playing in your conference and you're around a lot of officials who know you, you sometimes wonder if they think, hey, this is Carlie, this is Jade. That can't be a foul. And here you have people who've never seen them, and it probably is a foul and a very good call.
You mean like the all-pro respect you get from officials?
Yes, yeah.
Jump ball, alternate possession is going to stay down at this end for the Patriots.
And there's what we talk about. Jade had position, but she didn't box out. If you just put the butt in the gut, you're going to get a foul and over the back call on the other team.
I feel better that we didn't say that, Larry.
I wish I would have thought of that.
There's a nice shot by Maddie Glusek. Those baseline shots from 10 feet are crucial to be a really good basketball player. Hit that from the sideline without the backboard help.
So when I hear Willie next year saying that, I know where it comes from?
Right, absolutely.
Player control situation, and that foul is going to go on number 12.
That's on Schultz, on Jade Schultz.
I'm starting to put a beat to that. I mean, I think we got something.
Okay, let's move on.
Here comes Hannah back in. Like I said, Jade's really seemed to struggle these games and can't really find a rhythm. She's generally a deep threat. She's been trying to attack the basket more, but it just doesn't seem like she's in control out there. The Patriots are going to try to take advantage of that with her on the bench. She provides a good presence on defense. There's the quick hands. Oh, and a call on the Panthers. And you can hear the Panther fans don't like that so much. But Maddie Wagner, and that's Carlie's younger sister. She's got twin sisters in 7th grade that both suit up for the varsity. Maddie and Marnie, and you're going to hear a lot more about them in the years to come too. And here's the trap up on top.
7th graders.
7th graders, you heard me right. And they're not afraid. Maddie, in the subsection final against Blue Earth, she hit the biggest shot of the game in the second half, hitting a three-pointer to extend the lead when Blue Earth had cut the lead, and she has no fear as a 7th grader.
That's the thing I said.
Yep, watch it, here it goes. Again, not afraid to take that shot.
Larry, that's what I was saying when McDonald was a freshman. A freshman?
Yeah, well, 7th grade, pretty special. They've played a lot with their sister, and their older brothers, Alex and Danny, beat them up at home and taught them to play tough. So
that sounds so wrong, but I understand what you're saying.
Boy,
it's a language that I respect.
Yes, yeah, that's what big brothers are supposed to do, isn't it?
Well, on the basketball court, yes.
Yes, absolutely. That's what I'm talking about completely. Too bad my sisters didn't really play basketball.
So you got beat up on outside of the court?
Yeah, right, yeah. The Patriots are in the bonus right now. And this is that aggressiveness that the Panthers have. They tend to get in foul trouble sometimes to put the other team at the line. You know, that was an example of Raylan Shue not having position and still trying to push through to get the rebound. And now you give Pequot Lakes a chance to hit a couple of free throws and get a little bit of momentum and back into the game.
It was Katie White who got the free throws. And it's 17-8, now 19-8.
That was a Carlie Wagner jump shot.
Yeah, and that's why she's called the dagger. She'll hit it from anywhere, and she'll just put the dagger in the heart of the other team. It's so tough to stop her.
Larry, we're getting so much material from this guy.
It's all free, too. I don't have anything copyrighted yet. So. There we go.
We're going to have to move up to
Pequot.
Or wherever, New Richland.
New Richland, you have to go down.
You have to go down.
Yeah.
In the Gopher Conference.
Gopher Conference, yep. We have a lot of smaller schools in our conference, and there's the hustle again. It'll be, should have been over and back.
Well, no, there was a possession change.
Yep, and then a travel.
And that's why she played the ball the way she did. She thought it was going to be an over and back. She didn't go after it. But that was a great hustle, because we've seen so many over and back situations where players don't hustle after the ball, and suddenly the ball's being inbounded underneath the basket. And if you hustle, you can get that ball inbounded up high above the arc and have a better defensive opportunity.
Yep, it's so much easier to set a play up under the basket. There's an outside shot by Shue, a little bit outside her range, usually about 8 feet and in. She's very comfortable, and especially as a lefty, she likes to work more toward that side of the basket.
We're at 8:40 to go here in the first half. It's the Panthers 19 and Pequot Lakes 8. The Patriots.
They're trying to go inside, and really, there's an Achilles heel of the Panther defense. If you can get that backdoor cut, you have a lot of opportunities to score, because they are so aggressive on the outside, and and coming across to that side of the post. If you can get that backdoor cut, you have a lot of success. Rachel Mott attacked the lane there. Nice shot off the backboard. Use the backboard from 8 feet and in.
You know, I want to jump in and just talk about this crowd. I mean, I just stood up to get a better look, and it is packed on this side. And I have to say both single A and the double A teams have been just wonderful supporting their teams. The fans have come out for this tournament.
There's the hustle. And you know what? If you look out here, they put the visitor side, which the Panthers are. There wasn't enough room for our fans. We fill up half the home section, too. There's a good play. Maddie Lusick, there's that hustle. Knock the ball away, get a transition basket in the open court.
It's a 7-point game at the 7:40 mark as Carlie put up a shot. Was that?
Yeah, Carlie shot. She'll shoot from anywhere at any time. And you see Hannah again getting a really good rebounding opportunity, forced the jump ball. And now Jade Schultz comes back in. Maddie Wagner back in. A lot of offensive rebounds, but like you said, that doesn't always translate into scoring opportunities. And the Patriots take advantage. You crash the offensive boards, you have the chance to give up that transition basket if you're not back in time. Kayla Miller made that basket in transition for the Patriots.
7:10 to go in our contest. 19-14 now, a 5-point game. And the Patriots have caught their breath and have decided that this team, the Panthers, is not all that invincible.
No. And Carlie will go to the line now. She just needs a little bit of space to drive to the basket. And now you have to continue to attack the basket since you were in the bonus. Get those free throw opportunities. She's going to be pretty good from there. There's a lot of time she spends working on her free throws. All these Panthers do. And you can put any of them on the line, you're going to feel pretty comfortable down the stretch of a close game.
I'm going to have to make notes on that. Practicing free throws in the off season.
I know, scary, isn't it? The Larry Bird theory, 1,000 free throws a day. Now there's the offensive rebound by the Patriots.
Nice put that by Lane.
Vanessa Lane put it back in. You've got to box out or you give the other team those second chances. And that gives them that chance to get back in.
Lane did an awful lot of that on Wednesday night and impressed us over at the Williams Arena.
Now you'll watch Carlie go. She'll just push it, and it's hard to keep up with her in the open court.
We're going to get a foul on the rebound there on the Panthers.
It looked like a foul on Maddie Wagner. Again, if you're not in position, just back off and give them that rebound opportunity.
Mott and Hogan are coming back in for the Patriots.
Hogan was another one that played very well the other night, Larry.
Right. And Lewick is the name that jumped out. Maddie Lewick, she scored 30 points in her first 2 games of the tournament.
Free throw missed, and we're going to get a travel call after the defensive rebound, and this call is going to go against Raymond.
Coach Schultz is calling a timeout, a good timeout. Break the momentum. Don't let the Patriots come back in the game. And work on your rebounding while you're in the huddle.
What you saw last night, tell us what you think is going to go on for the Class A championship game or the AA championship game.
Well,
between Sauk Center and Providence.
There's a lot of people that are just going to hand it over to Providence Academy and say, this championship is yours. But what we saw at Sauk Center is that ability to play physical basketball. You play physical with anybody, you're going to get them out of rhythm. And I really give Sauk Center a little bit of an edge just because I think they're going to walk in there saying, hey, we knocked off an undefeated team and we can play with anybody. And they've got experience too. I mean, Providence does as well. And I think a lot of people will say Providence will win, but I really think Sauk Center is going to give them a game tonight.
Well, I think Providence should move up in class, and I'm not sure that they'll have much competition tonight.
Well, let's everyone keep in mind that in the third place game last year here, it was Sauk Center and Providence, and Sauk Center won on the last second shot.
Nice.
Yeah. I was really impressed, too, with Sauk Center. Their ability to run the offensive sets out of the out-of-bounds plays, and the really good coaching job with the TV timeouts at that level, subbing 3 or 4 in, giving his starters a little extra rest, and then bringing them back after the TV timeout.
I want to ask you a question about that next time out.
Yeah. Wagner's going to push it up, and you're going to start to see, she's going to say, I'm going to take control here pretty soon, just like that. I'm going to shoot the ball and put it in. She's like Kirby Puckett in the 91 World Series. Get on my back. Here we go.
I thought we threw away that cliche book, Larry, but apparently it found its way over to the Panther territory.
Kirby Puckett.
Well, I'm from New Ulm originally. We make baseball references constantly. So.
Oh, I can't imagine how constantly.
No. There's Hannah Lundberg again. She's already forced 4 or 5 jump balls today, and that's what she brings to the Panther defense. Now you have to watch, because Pequot Lakes probably watched the game pretty close last night. They're going to find some ways to score off those out of bounds, just like that.
Travel.
Yep. There's a lot of these kids that develop the bad habit of shuffling that foot before they go, and they just want to drag a foot because they watch the kids in college and the NBA get away with it. And I'm really happy to see officials call that a whole lot more. It's a bad habit to have, and it's the right call to make.
What normally goes with that shuffle, though, is the elephant trunk when the ball is swung out. If you can avoid the elephant trunk, then maybe you can avoid that shuffle.
You're right. And there's Carlie. 2 times in a row, I'm going to take the shot. You're going to have to stop me. And that forces the Patriots into a timeout.
26-16, a 10-point game. The Panthers on top of the Patriots. 5:21 to go here in the first half. And I had a question I was going to ask you. You had brought up a point talking about the contest tomorrow over at Target Center. When we were talking about Providence.
Oh, about the coaching and the TV timeouts?
Yes. How does the built-in rest periods 4 times a half affect the team that is used to playing a running defense or a running offense?
That's what we were worried about. I sat next to, I announced the Panther home games, and my clock keeper friend Larry Crabtree sat by me, and he said, I'm worried when you start to get into a run and all of a sudden your momentum is broken by that. And we saw it a couple times where the Panthers made a little bit of a run and suddenly it's a TV timeout, and that doesn't help you. But you know what? That's all part of the tournament experience, and you learn from that.
How much do you get a chance to watch the Iowa on the public television from there for their state tournament, and how would you compare how that tournament is run versus the Minnesota tournament?
You know, I haven't watched that in years and years, so I guess I can't make that comparison.
I think they're still doing the Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, all-day thing. They keep everything moving.
Oh, okay.
No commercials, but the public station, like what Channel 2 is here in the metro area, they broadcast, they insert commercials, but they don't interrupt the timing.
Okay. I understand the need to have them when you're over-the-air broadcaster. It's very different from what you're used to, during the regular season. And I think our girls, when you are a running team and not a walk it up and everything, would prefer not to have those. But again, you play with the hand you're dealt, and you have to make those adjustments.
That basket by Schultz.
She needs to, you break the ice on the top of that basket, and she'll get a little more confidence. She'll never be afraid to shoot.
I didn't know Lisa Leslie was on the court.
A lot of substitutions here now, just trying to keep the kids rested. It's been even with the day off on Thursday for these teams, that's the end of a long season. When you've played over 30 basketball games, you start to feel it a little bit, especially when both teams got done late last night and come back and play at noon today.
What especially gets long, and we found this out for Minnesota, is when you put back-to-back state tournament trips together between your volleyball team and your basketball team, because everything just kind of ran together.
Yes.
And for the last 8 months, you've done nothing but run, play, practice.
Right.
And you're almost to the point where you look forward to Boy, I hope that softball coach will give me a day.
Well, you know, and down into Richland, John Schultz, his wife Wendy, is the softball coach. So she's had to delay the start of practice for most of her players because they're out here on the basketball court. And same with the track coach, Dewey Ferber. Every one of these girls is either in track or softball. But you know what? They'll trade that off for a trip to the state tournament anytime.
Larry, is that 2 points for a takedown down there?
I think so. Paul Sear, the wrestling coach, would be pretty happy if he saw that. He might want to have her out for the team next year. Knowing Hannah, she could probably do both and would give her best shot.
I think Eddie Sharkey's over in her corner right now.
Here goes Schultz from outside. Again, not afraid to shoot it from anywhere.
It looked like she dribbled her feet.
When they played down at Mankato for the subsection final, she hit 2 of them from behind the college arc and didn't bat an eyelash.
Well, I know it's a pleasure for the girls to play at the Target Center court where the Lynx and the Timberwolves and the big stage, but the Lynx have also played out here, and that's what that extended line is there for.
Yep. There's Carlie again. Body control, goes up, possibly fouled even, but because she's a pretty thin kid and it seems a little wiry, sometimes she doesn't always get those calls with the body.
Ball was tipped out of bounds by Panther or Patriot Crocker, Taylor Crocker, a 5'6" freshman. Did I get that right? Yeah.
I think so, yeah. They get it back. You know what Pequot Lakes has done well? They just haven't hit some of the shots as they attack that lane really well and get some nice little jumpers from 12 feet or 15 right by the free throw line. There's a three-point shot. And you always wonder, too, when there's multiple three-point lines out there, how confused do they get? And do they think I have to be behind this line to make a three-pointer?
And the other side of that is, boy, I've made it from there. Let me try this. Let me try this.
Yes,
and,
right.
And coaches are afraid of some of those lines sometimes because that influences the decision process.
There's a nice-looking shot. 23. Megan Hogan. Really good shooting form. Got her legs under her. And nothing but net. Now Wagner's going to try to answer. There's the fast break. Again, you crash those offensive boards, but there's the hustle of Carlie Wagner and the quickness. She was 10, 15 feet behind the girl and caught up, knocked it out of bounds to delay that layup opportunity.
33-20, the Panthers from New Richland area on top of the Pequot Lake Patriots, and it's 2:40 to go now in the first half. Ball knocked out of bounds. Another extended opportunity for the Patriots, and if we get a timeout, I have a question about action and reaction from the referees.
Yes.
And let's do that now. How many times have you seen a referee miss an action and then get the attention is gotten and then they call the reaction?
It happens a lot, and it happens more than any official will admit to, because in the back of your head, you always know. I missed something, and you know, do a little bit differently. And there's a trip by Schultz. I've officiated junior high and lower levels of basketball for a lot of years. I'm a certified umpire in the spring, and I'm just as guilty as anybody else. And those reactions that you have, you try to limit them, but everybody's human. So,
but
Raylan Choi checked in for the Panthers a little bit ago.
But on the other side of that thought process is when you make a mistake, don't compound it by making another mistake.
Exactly.
And don't pout about it right there. There's a time and a place for everything, and the better players, they learn the timing of when and when not to do that.
Right.
And that's what makes them stand out more.
Yes, yeah, absolutely. You don't always like everything. And I heard a lot of complaints after last night's game, and I said, you know what, when you lose a game by 20, it's never the official's fault. You didn't play well, and you just have to learn how to overcome what you think are bad calls. There's Raymond from the outside. When she is shooting well, she's a force from out there, but it's been a little tough sledding for her in the last couple of games.
Ball inside, double team, shot up, no good.
And the Patriots are going to try to go inside. The Panthers don't have a lot of size, and that's a good way to attack them. But I don't know how you stop that.
What was even more impressive is she didn't go straight up. she faded back on that shot after she jump stopped on the forward momentum.
Yes. She's got so much body control, like I've said. There's that inside presence. Maddie Lusek puts it down. She's really impressed me a lot today. And if a couple more of her shots in the lane would have gone, it'd be a lot closer game than it is right now.
Yeah, Maddie Luke's had a nice tournament. She scored 20 points and 10 points in her previous games.
She looks like a real physical player, and as a senior, has a lot of experience at this level.
Rachel Mott checked in, and I missed the other player for the Patriots.
There's more good body control by Carlie, out of control, still picks it up. And there's a 7th grade,
There's a 7th grade mistake.
Inexperience, yeah. Get yourself set, make a good shot instead of fire it up there. But she'll learn, and you'll probably see and hear a lot of Maddie Wagner and Marnie Wagner over the years to come. I would expect Maddie for sure to be in the starting lineup next year. We lose a couple of senior starters, and she'll probably step in as an 8th grader and follow in her sister's footsteps, because Carlie and Jade were both playing, starting on varsity in 8th grade.
We're coming up on 1 minute. It's 34-22. The Panthers on top of the Patriots with the ball.
There's Maddie shooting again. No fear. 7th grade, you're not supposed to hit those shots. You're absolutely not supposed to hit them.
How often as a coach have you gone, no, yes, great shot?
At least once a game we sit at the scorer's table and say that, and they come through. There's good defense by Shu. Then she makes a mistake after that. A good block from behind. You'll see a lot of the Panthers, they're really good at timing and being able to block that shot, but then they get a little over-aggressive. And a good team that can shot fake will get those Panthers up in the air, and then you'll be able to get those fouls like they did right there.
Kretz is at the line, but my question is, did she allow the defense to collapse on her by putting the ball down and making sure there was air there?
Yes. Oh, yeah. Now if you're the Patriots, every free throw is crucial. You got to be able to hit these, give yourself a chance to get back in the game.
15-point game, 37-22, 40 seconds remaining here in the first half.
Here comes the other twin, Marnie Wagner, coming in. She's going to give Hannah a break, provide offense for the end of the half. Marnie's just like her sister Maddie, not afraid to shoot it. They've learned a lot from Carlie, but you'll also see Carlie coach them out on the floor. If they make a mistake, they're going to hear about it.
So the two 7th graders set up in a twin tower formation.
And there's Carlie for 3. We get so used to seeing it that for those people not used to it, I hope you're enjoying the Carlie Wagner show.
Not that we're ignoring the Patriots by any means.
No. This is I can see by watching them that they deserve to be here at the state tournament. They're a good team. And there's another example. You get the ball inside, very crisp passing. And if you don't let the Panther defense get their hands in there, you got a chance to score.
Is there a movement as we reach halftime? Is there a movement to change your nickname from the Panthers to the Wagners?
No, but we did talk about next year we better put a sign up for our WMDs, the Wagners of Mass Destruction, when they're all out there at the same time.
We're at halftime here at Concordia College, Minnesota State High School League 2012, 3rd place game for Class 2A. The New Richland,
Heartland, Ellendale, Geneva.
40 points. They're the Panthers, and the Pequot Lakes, they're the Patriots, 25. We'll come back and join you again in about 8 minutes. Thanks for listening to Prep45.com.
Women's basketball has been around a long time, and we've had so many opportunities, and now we're just continuing to get more.
Susan Sudley makes a great move. Pass to Linda Sudley.
It comes back to just feeling like you're part of a sorority of women. It's really fun to see. There's a lot of pride.
The 90s, late 90s, we was pumping out great women's basketball players. And still to this day, we're still there.
Welcome back to Concordia College Gangloff Center. Third place contest, Class 2A, the Minnesota State High School League 2012 state tournament. I'm Tony Geer along with Larry Lodmell, and our special guest is
Mark Domeier.
Mark, you had mentioned 43 points the other night. She got 21 points yesterday. She has 28 already today. Where does that put her in terms of state records?
Well, she's got 92 over 3 games, and the state record's 106. So she's 14 points away from tying the state record for points scored in a tournament.
All right, and once again, we're not belittling or not trying to not call information on Pequot Lakes. And I put those sheets because that's where they're shooting now.
There you go. Yep.
We just happen to have someone that's very strong vocally and skilled play-by-play wise, so to speak, from New Richland, okay?
And we're also looking at somebody who is approaching a state record.
Yes.
And I'll tell you, I said it before, I'm impressed with this Pequot Lakes squad. They're a very physical team, and you see again that trying to get it inside. You're going to beat the Panthers. You're going to have a chance for success if you knock it inside. That's what they're trying to do, get it into Lewick there. And she's played a pretty strong game for the Patriots. There's a good backside pass. And again,
I think on Maddie Lewick, that's definitely her strongest player. She's had a very nice tournament.
Yes. That back door, when you swarm on defense, that's going to be open. There's Anna Schlake. She's not afraid. It's unusual when your center is not afraid to handle the basketball, but she certainly isn't.
You know, I'll tell you the one thing that has impressed me is their ability to shoot a pull-up jump shot at that 10, 12, 15-foot range. Here in the city, we have a lot of kids that can shoot a three-point shot, but they can't seem to shoot a ball between the three-point line and the basket.
Yeah.
We call that mid-range, Larry.
Yeah, I was struggling for that mid-range word. Thank you. Those hyphenated words elude me once in a while.
I'm not going to mention this near Lake Superior thing.
I'm glad you're not.
There was Schlake with that offensive rebound. Now she's got a chance to put those free throws in. And if you're the Patriots, you want to be able to stop these second opportunities for the Panthers. That's your way of getting back in the game. But when you foul them, give them that second and third chance to score, it's going to make the road a lot tougher.
Big rebound from Vanessa Lane.
There's a good up-court pass.
Pinball.
And there's that in-your-face defense. You got to be able to get it up the court and attack quickly.
Well, we talked a little earlier, and sure enough, we have two players guarding Maddie Wagner.
There's a third chance. 3 chances, you can't put them in. The Patriots have some life.
As a coach, when you get in a situation like that, do you count that as 3 chances or just 1 chance where somebody didn't pull out and reset the offense?
I still count it as 3 chances. You have opportunities to score every time it's a chance. And if you do it correctly, as we mentioned before, get yourself set and go up instead of rushing it, you give yourself a much better chance and opportunity.
Now, there are a lot of fans at home that will think that we're not doing a good job of play-by-play with us on this game, but there are also an awful lot of people that will appreciate some of the things that we're pointing out. So I hope this is an entertaining and educational experience to watch this game.
So we try.
There were a lot of boos. Number 3, Maddie Wagner picks up a foul, but she did push.
She did. That was Carlie, but yeah.
Carlie, I'm sorry.
You know, she's usually got good control with her arm, but she was trying to get that ball and be aggressive. And when you're aggressive, you're going to get some of those fouls. And that's okay sometimes, too. The aggressiveness pays off in the long run. There's the Patriots again. They're going to try to get it into Lewick, who's had a very good game, and as you guys said, a very good tournament. But you have to get it around a little bit quicker.
They're going to call a foul on that inbounds play as they were trying to double-team Carlie. So there's another foul going against Pequot Lakes. And if you start sending Carlie and other players to the line, it's not going to be a good news.
No. And she is a human press breaker. I haven't seen all season where anybody helps her out to break a press. If you can get it into her, she's going to break it. But here's the Patriots in good transition, and then they turn it over.
They were slow on getting the shot up, and that's why it was a travel.
Yep. If you give the Panthers any sort of opportunity to get back on defense, you're not going to get a good look at the basket.
Well, I mean, she's definitely a very good player, but the Pequot Lakes girls, they really need to move their feet on defense if they're going to try and cut her off at the baseline.
Yep.
Box set underneath their own basket for the Panthers. Left all alone. The dangers of playing double team, huh?
Yep.
Kick that ball up.
Well, there's that up ahead look. They're going to send them. And that's a good move by the Patriots. If the Panthers are going to crash the offensive boards, they're going to send two back and say, we're going to take our chances and get that open opportunity in transition.
Louis did a good job of looking up court when she got that rebound.
Here they go again.
She just needs to do a better job of leading that pass, because when you go behind you and you got to reset your balance, that just gives the defense more and more opportunities to set themselves up.
There's another offensive rebound, put it back up. Panthers can't get control. The Patriots have another chance. They're still in this ball game.
43-29, 14-point game, just under 15 minutes to go here in our contest, the third place for Class 2A 2012 Minnesota State High School League Tournament.
All it takes is a little run here by the Patriots. Hit a couple of shots, stop the Panthers on defense, and then you're right back in the game and you develop that confidence and momentum. There's a nice pass by Schlake.
Luick in a good spot, picks up the rebound after blocking the shot, passes up ahead on the fast break. And much better job, like you said, on that lead pass than that one prior.
Right.
Yeah, get in transition, get it up quick.
But for a big girl, Luick moved really well, didn't she?
She's very good with her feet, very quick out on the court. Now Miller's got a chance to put a couple of free throws in. They've struggled at the line today. If they hit just a few more free throws, it's a whole different ball game.
Of course, we have to apologize. We don't have the current stats. The stat machine is down.
I was trying to avoid highlighting that thing for the Minnesota State High School League. I mean, they're very good about pointing out our mistakes, but we're not going to point out theirs.
I wasn't implying that it was a mistake. I'm just saying the stats aren't available.
You know what I'm saying, though, Mark.
Yes, I got you. And one. Carlie's so good at that, up in the air, draw the foul, and then take the shot under control and put it in and have an and one.
Is that her first basket this half?
That's her first basket this half.
As everybody starts reaching for their pens.
That's right, we forget we want to try to keep track and see if she has that chance. And you know what? She'll never, ever worry about that. The other night when she was 4 points away from the single game record, I don't think she wanted it. And Coach Schultz took her out, and that was the right thing to do.
Did Coach Schultz know about it?
I don't think he did either. I think only the people in the stands.
That's the way to play the game, though.
Yes. In fact, I would guess right now he has no idea that she's that close to the record.
Actually, I think when Taylor Hill was close to the single game scoring mark, she got pulled out, and I don't think they really had an inkling where she was at.
In fact, I got some information on that for you, Larry. Another basket, 5 points now, and she has, what, 33?
She's at 33 for the game.
Okay. Taylor Hill was aware of that scoring record, and when she tied it, she insisted to Coach Emile to be pulled out.
Okay.
That's what and Coach Emile and everybody kept her aware. She thought that Taylor Hill, the class of play did not want to be pushed into a record that the situation didn't dictate was reasonable.
Right, when you're up by that much, that's a classy thing to do. Miller had a nice shot down on the other end. And a few more of those fall. Pequot Lakes, still, it's a 16-point game, but there's a lot of time left in this game.
13-27.
I was not aware of that backstory, but knowing Taylor Hill through most of her career, that makes sense.
A lot can be said about her, positively and negatively, but class is the key word for her.
Well, on the positive side, she's one of the best basketball players we've ever seen.
There you see Carlie. She grabs the rebound. She's got so much confidence bringing it up, and there's her little sister, Maddie. She's got confidence too, but she's got to develop a little more. Here's Pequot Lakes, a chance in transition. A good job of pulling it back, knowing what's there. And there's Lewick. Look at that.
Luke's going to get an and one to bring her team a little closer. Right now it's a 14-point game at 48-34, 12:50 to go. And the end one could make it a 13-point game.
I think if you're Lewick, you have to do what Carlie Wagner has been doing and saying, I have to take control of this game to give our team a chance.
There's a couple players. Hogan has to do that too.
Yep. Hogan's played well.
And that's a name that we have not called a lot, is Hogan. Not that we're calling a lot of names, you know. But
no.
No, you're absolutely right. Hogan and Kayla Miller also is a big contributor on that Pequot Lakes team.
Yeah, Miller's not afraid to take that 15-footer. She's got a nice touch from out there. There's Schultz still struggling from three-point range. It's so unlike her. She dealt with an ankle injury at the end of the season, and I wonder if she's still not 100%.
Another 2 points for guess who?
Carlie's at 7 now for this half.
35 for the game.
35 for the game.
So she's 7 points away from tying.
There's some good passing by the Patriots. They just can't buy those outside shots very well. And again, when you're cold, it's tough to win a basketball game.
Nice pass for an assist, and getting the basket was.
That's Hannah Lundberg. Again, any offense from her is a bonus, and it's so nice to be able to see her taking that shot and not be afraid to take it.
Well, it was a nice pass, but she also made a very nice catch and pulled that ball in and maintained her balance and coordination to finish that off.
Don't rush the shot.
It was a very good play from the start to finish.
No, there's an awful lot of people that say rebounding is an art, shooting is an art, but I'm telling you, if you can get down the art of the assist, you're going to be the complete player everybody's looking for.
There's good passes by the Panthers. Wagner to Raymond to Schlake, and when you pass it like that and you can knock down the shot, there's not a defense in the state that can stop you.
19-point game, 11:26 to go. Patriots looking for some momentum, and that anything positive for them could be the start of something for them.
That's right. A lot of crazy things happen in the game of basketball with 11 minutes left. You're never out of a basketball game. Panthers keep playing aggressive defense. They're going to pick up those fouls, and the Patriots, hey, if they can extend the game and get to the free throw line, that gives them a chance. There's another foul. Raymond will pick that one up for the Panthers.
I'm not sure pick that one up is the correct term for that.
It looked like WWE out there for a second.
Well, I was thinking maybe we needed to call State Farm or something.
Yeah. Like a good neighbor, right?
I'll be sure to call their promotion office or public affairs, see if we can get a couple bucks for that commercial.
That's right. That's good.
Or at least a sticker.
Or discount.
I would say you could get a little off on your insurance.
As we beg for sponsors.
The Panthers are back in a zone. They're going to dare them to shoot from the outside. But there's what we talk about. Lewick, take control, attack the basket, make the Panthers come to you, and now she's going to go to the free throw line.
And she seems to understand that if she does things like this, there is going to be some hard hits and things like that, and she seems willing to take them. And if you can do that, again, that might create some positive energy.
That's
that
right.
Rolling rock going either way needs to be stopped and done the other way to win a game.
Yep. At 6 foot, and you can tell she's a very strong basketball player. She's got a lot of muscle. She's been in the weight room. She's not going to be afraid to take those hits.
Ball left side.
This is a long possession for the Panthers. Usually within about 5 seconds, they've tried to take a shot.
You mean they don't try to run a real offense?
No, very little set plays for the Panther team.
A lot of 2-man and 3-man quick games. Nice block from behind by Lewis.
Nice. And that's that 7th grade. You got to recognize somebody's a little bigger than you. Maybe don't take it in the house there.
And that was a case, that layup there, shooting with the right hand on the left side.
Yes, yeah. From little on, you try to teach these kids, go up from the left side with your left hand, and if you need to control with the right, that's fine. But you try to just use your right hand, and you're going to be in a lot of trouble. It's a lot easier to block or play some defense on that, too.
Use your body to protect the ball in the shot.
Absolutely.
And not just on layups, anywhere.
Yes, yeah. Your body is your friend, and it sure gets you open a whole lot. There's a foul on Schlake. She's a great rebounder. Sometimes gets so aggressive, she's going to pick up a foul like that.
Rachel Mott did an excellent job of getting position, as she's done all weekend.
That's what we keep sounding like broken record, but you know, have position and you get those calls. And now she gets to go to the free throw line because the Patriots are in the bonus with 10 minutes left. See if that takes some of the aggressiveness out of the Panthers. You don't want to keep putting them in the free throw line and make this a longer game.
Mott's another name that we haven't called a whole lot for this team that we called the other night. Lewick, Lane, Mott, Hogan Miller. Yeah, there's a lot of names that we were calling the other night consistently that we're not calling now.
And if you're the Patriots, if you can get it down to a 12 or 14-point lead in the next couple of minutes, you're going to feel like you have a real opportunity to get back in this game. There's an example. No boxing out on the rebound. And suddenly the Patriots have... Oh, I thought they were calling the foul on the Panthers there.
I thought there was going to be a... I thought there was going to be... There is a foul.
Patriots picked that one up. But, you know, you gave them another shot. They knocked the ball around. And you know what the free throw rules, what they are now, you don't get that bottom box for position. It makes it a little bit easier for the offensive team to get a rebound if they work really hard in there.
Nice block.
Very nice.
Mott doing a good job defensively. Jump ball, alternate possession is going to go the other way for the Panthers, but wow, or for the Patriots, but wow.
You're seeing a lot of hustle now. The Patriots are saying, we have to bust our butts to try to get in this game. That means getting on the floor, getting tough and physical in the lane.
What has impressed me about all the 64 teams playing, or 32 teams playing here, nice move.
There's a very nice play by Lewick. Now she can get a little confidence with that lane shot and build on that.
To finish my thought, is teams win or lose, there's jump in their steps and no drag in their legs for the most part, no matter what the score, and that's very nice to see.
Yes, a lot of hustle and effort. That was a forced shot by Carlie Wagner. Sometimes you try to do a little bit too much and not take what the defense gives you. Katie Cole back in now. She's one of those players that you hope for 6 or 8 points and a couple of hustle plays, and you're going to have a good chance to win.
Bounce pass in the lane, not really advised unless it's designed.
No.
But any pass that you make, when you pass at the feet, you start to wonder what people are thinking you're going to do with that ball. Are you playing soccer?
It's pretty tough to catch that pass and be able to have a chance to go up with it. Yeah, in the lane, not a good idea.
Box set on the inbounds underneath their own basket for the Panthers. Ball finally passed in, and guess who chases it down?
Carlie Wagner. Over to Lundberg. She won't take that shot. You don't have to play defense on her out there. There's
Are we going to get travel?
Oh, she got travel, yep.
Yep, she stop-stepped and then moved back. And once you do that jump stop-step, if you try to get your 2.5 feet, you've already used it.
She was trying to draw a foul there, but you have to just keep going and not stop if you're going to draw the foul.
This teaching
There's
moment
Lewick again.
This teaching moment brought to you by.
Boy, see, there's that nice pass in. Lewick's really good around the basket there, and she's strong enough that she's going to be able to go up and make things happen. The Panthers are in a real dry spell here. Now they compound it. You get a foul. Suddenly, like I said, it's a 13-point ball game. The chance to cut some more.
This is not a situation where an action and reaction is being handled here. This is that rock starting to build momentum to go down the hill for the Patriots.
Yep. They've got a lot more confidence, and they're saying, hey, we can play with this team. We're more physical than they are. And it's reaping the benefits now for Pequot Lakes. And now hit some free throws. Now you start thinking, I can make these free throws. Because they're so mental, so psychological. If you miss a few, you start wondering if you ever will be able to. But now you can see Lewick with a lot of confidence in there. She's got to have at least 20 of their points, I would guess.
And again, we're unable to review the stats for the game for various mechanical and other errors.
That was a travel again. Shuffle those feet trying to attack the lane. So you got to put that ball on the floor before you move your feet. And the officials are doing a real nice job of calling that consistently today.
Is that a matter of focus when you're tired on things like that?
It is, it is. And you know, as much as sometimes you tell your players, stop thinking so much, it has to become a good reaction out there.
Now, I started bringing this up in fun, but the more and more I bring it up, the more and more people are starting to like the idea. And I'll give you the downfall after I give you the idea.
Okay.
Referees. You see players on the floor, they get the opportunity to come off, get a break, and gather themselves. And coaches will do that for one main reason is you're getting tired, you're making mistakes, you got to rest. Well, the referees don't get a chance to rest. And my rule proposal change is let's, one, get the referees a substitute, two, get them a timeout each half if they want, and three, maybe a coach for the referees, okay? And this is all designed for decision process, because when people talk about, well, the refs are calling the game differently now, well, yeah, they are, because they're tired and their decision process has changed. The downside of that is it'll never happen, but where do you pay the referee, that extra referee?
Well, you know, I had never thought of that before. It does make sense, especially during the regular season where they've done a B squad game first. There's Lewick again. Right out of the timeout, they ran a really good play to get her that chance, and suddenly it's a 9-point lead only for the Panthers. And now you're going to watch Wagner. She's going to try to take it herself. It's like a football game. They hand it off to her to try to make sure she gets the ball back. But Pequot Lakes is closing out real well and not giving her a chance to get that open look.
It's a 9-point game. Pequot Lakes has pretty much put up a 10-0 run. It was 54-35.
Yep. And now there's another chance. Cut it some more. And a turnover. You know, when the momentum gets going so much, you got to learn to grab that loose ball, control your body, stop, and then see what the court gives to you instead of just grabbing and trying to go right away.
I thought that was a behind-the-back pass attempt because you couldn't get the balance to keep the ball in play.
Yeah, well,
that's what it looked like, that she was flipping. Somebody thought somebody was behind her.
But then again, I thought, no, this isn't the Globetrotters.
Good hustle by Shu. Over to Wagner, Maddie. Shu with a good rebound. And he goes up strong. There's that left hand. When you're left-handed and you can use that backboard, that's a big basket for the Panthers to get it back to double digits.
And stop a 10-0 run.
Yep. Nice pass by Lewick.
That snowball rock is just getting bigger and bigger for the Patriots.
Yep. Price with that opportunity off the assist by Lewick, showing that she can do more than just be a scorer. She's going to find that open person.
56-47, 6:35 remaining in our contest. The Panthers from New Richland area up on top of Pequot Lakes, but this game by no means is over after the Panthers had a 19-point lead.
There's the dagger we know. She just cut by 3 Patriots and said, I'm going to take care of business. I wonder, too, how long Coach Schultz can have Hannah Lundberg on the bench. She's provided so much energy out there that there's something that's missing on the defensive end. There's Carlie drawing another foul.
She'll go to the line to shoot 2.
And
right now, to our knowledge, she is 5 points away from tying a state record of total points in the state tournament. And my question is, why doesn't the high school league do most points by a family in the state tournament?
Well, you might have to start talking about that in a couple of years. The talk around the NRHEG area is we're sure hoping that this is just the start of something big. And it's not just the Wagner girls.
It's the first shot?
Yeah, first.
It's not just the Wagners, but there's a lot of kids coming up through the ranks that are pretty good too.
We're going to say she made both.
Did she make both? Was that a two-shot foul?
That was a two-shot foul.
Did she make both?
She made one.
Just made one, yep.
Our cameraman's paying more attention than we are.
Only one.
Yeah. Thank you, Randy.
There's good, good aggressiveness by the Patriots. Get that turnover, get a foul. And now again, you're at the line. And after this, every time the Patriots go to line, you get 2 shots. They'll be in the double bonus. And there's a lot more relaxation when you get those 2 shots. Another offensive rebound. Lane has gotten a few of those out there. Hasn't been able to do anything with that, but that's a key. You give them another possession. Patriots trying to get it back to 10 or less points. And mentally, you always feel if you're in 10 or less, you got a chance to come back.
Well, I would push that up a little bit higher.
There's 2 more by Carlie Wagner. She's 2 from tying the state record.
She has 104 in this year's state tournament, 5:18 to play, and an opportunity to tie and break Taylor Classy Hill record of most points in the state tournament.
Timeout by the Patriots, a good timeout by them. You've got to try to stop. They had the momentum, and much like Sisyphus, the Panthers are pushing that rock back up the hill. Can I make mythology references like that? Do you guys?
Well, it's a teaching moment.
I'm
an
trying
English
to see
teacher,
how
I
I
can't
can
help
rock into this.
Pequot Lakes, to their credit, they were down 19. Now it's 61-47, a 14-point game, 5:18 to go. Yes, when you put a run like this together from Pequot Lakes, there's going to be a couple of valleys as opposed to the, what you need on the peaks. So if you can recover from this valley well enough, and there's still a lot of time, you can still participate.
Yep.
There's an awful lot of folks behind us from Fergus Falls, and the stands are full of red. Now we're going to get full of maroon for the next game.
All on
Fergus
St.
Falls,
Patrick's Day.
Yeah, Fergus Falls, who are they playing? Class 3, let me think. Richfield beat, DeLaSalle beat somebody. DeLaSalle beat Fergus Falls, and Hutchinson.
Oh yeah, Hutchinson.
See, I got it figured out.
Here's the Patriots. Again, we talk about that. Can you get it in single digits? And that's got to be their goal. There's a nice pass to Lane. And
nice follow-up
again. Luke has been a really, really good player today, and she really has carried this Patriots team.
12-point game, just under 5 minutes now, Mark.
The Panthers need to try to answer. You want to keep it in double digits. Good save out of bounds.
Oh,
and
no.
one.
Oh, no.
They called the travel. John's going to go crazy on the sideline. We've seen this call a lot this year. You get 2 steps, and Jade, she takes really long steps. And the officials, it doesn't look right, so they automatically call it travel, but that's not a travel.
Well, we've been talking about Taylor Hill, and that was pretty close to a Taylor Hill.
And that was a hop step travel as she tried to get her balance over there in the corner. Go ahead, Taylor Hill.
Oh, well, Taylor Hill always seemed to take that magical extra step. And we can never see how it never got called for traveling.
It's amazing how much of an elephant step she can get away with, isn't it?
Yeah.
She doesn't do that at Ohio State now, but...
actually, that move is still there, but she can't have the extra step like she did in high school league.
No. There the Patriots had a chance, but when you make those long passes, they have to be good ones, and they sent it out of bounds. Now it looks like the Panthers might try to take a little bit of time off the clock. We didn't see them stall at all or run any sort of an offense like this until the subsection finals, mainly because they didn't have to. We saw a lot of running time this year as they would routinely get up by over 30 points, but they've shown that they've been working on trying to slow the game down. And at this point, that's what you want to do. The clock is your friend. You want it to keep running, and now Anna will shoot a couple of free throws.
12-point game, 4:17, and the Panthers are trying to add to it and do so.
Schleich puts that one in, you hit the front end of the 1-and-1, you always feel better about that second one. Good rebound. They're going to try to push it. If you're Pequot Lakes, now you do have to try to get some opportunities quickly in transition.
I thought for sure they were going to call that off of the Patriot leg.
Yeah, 4 minutes left, and this is when they really have to keep pushing and keep getting shots up and try to get better looks.
Nice save.
Guess who helped save it?
Oh,
but
yeah.
good hustle by the other player. I forget the number.
That was Maddie Wagner, her sister. The Wagner
that was a
connection.
quick call.
I didn't see the jump ball situation.
Well, it doesn't matter.
Now,
When
Carlie,
you
Carlie
both
lost
say
control.
well like that,
It's red ball.
Moving on.
They're going to look into Lewick. There she is. She's their rock. And there's a nice shot by her. Boy, going to her right from the left side of the lane, she's pretty deadly. There's a nice touch inside there. And there goes Carlie with that chance. There it is.
It's tied record of 106.
Tied the state record, and I tell you what, everybody in the stands knows. I don't think Coach Schultz knows, but with their iPhones and everything else, they've been keeping track.
Well, keep in mind, we are unofficial since we don't have the official scorebook.
You can say that about yourself, Larry.
We're going to go with it, so. There
Oh,
again,
yeah.
the Patriots are giving themselves more chances
Since
here.
nobody's really listening to us anyway, we can pretty much say anything we want, right?
Are you kidding? I'm going to put it on Facebook, and everybody's going to watch it tomorrow and replay this. Have a good time. We'll do what we can to get you guys good ratings. Nice
I'm
rebound.
not worried about ratings. I'm worried about DVD sales.
Oh, there you go. All right. We'll try that too. There was Mott. You guys said we haven't talked about her much. And good offensive rebound, put back, get it up quickly.
The Patriots all have decent skills. They're just running into a hot Carlie Wagner.
Yep. There Carlie gets fouled.
Carlie Wagner.
Yep. Has a chance to shoot 1-and-1 and a chance, we think, to break the state record for scoring.
For the record, we're at 2:47 to go here in the second half of the game. It's 64-53 right now. And
There
that,
it is.
in our opinion, is a state record.
And
65-53.
You'll never meet a nicer kid than Carlie Wagner. She's humble. She doesn't carry herself as if she's better than anybody else. She's a hardworking student, friendly to everybody, and she's a great role model for kids everywhere.
And only a sophomore.
And only a sophomore.
And keep in mind, the state record we are talking about is total points for the 3-game series at the
By an individual.
at the Minnesota State tournament.
Yep.
By an individual.
By an individual. Thank you. And the previous record was held by Taylor Hill of Minneapolis South. She set that in 2009.
Now you look over here at Coach and Carlie, and they're talking about what to do on the floor. No mention of the state record, and I don't think they're aware, which is really nice, because that's how a record should be obtained, not being aware of it.
Yep. When Carlie scored her 1,000th point for her career earlier this season, and then she broke the school scoring record, she didn't want to talk about that. She wanted to talk about what her teammates did to help win the game.
I wonder if Rebecca's in the stands by chance. You know what I mean? I wonder if Rebecca Dahlman's in the stands.
Oh, hey, she was a class act too. You know, after the game the other night, she told Carlie good luck and told her she was a great competitor, toughest person she ever played against. And Dahlman, of course, with the overall state record for scoring, is a tremendous basketball player as well, especially only as a junior. Now the Panthers are going to try to take the time off. But when you get stuck in that coffin corner down there, nothing good can happen. Patriots, again, an opportunity. They're within 9 with 2 minutes left.
By no means is this over. 65-56.
Nope.
With the ball down by 9, the Patriots.
And you wonder if they're going to try to look for some three-point opportunities to make it a little easier. There's a steal by Schleich up to Wagner. And another layup. And when you see Carlie in the open court, people just rise up because they think they're going to see something special, and they usually do.
109 points in the 3 games right now for Carlie Wagner unofficially.
A foul by Schultz there. Again, the grasp that the Patriots have to try to get into this game, you got to hit your free throws to give yourself a chance.
And just to point out, now that we're so focused on the state record, she has 45 individual points.
Oh, that's right. 47 is the single game record. She's still got a chance at that.
Held by guess who and guess who? Almond Hill, I think, isn't it?
I think so, yeah.
The single game scoring record is Brittany Chambers of Jordan and Taylor Hill. Taylor tied it in 2009. 2008 was when Brittany Chambers.
And nobody hears about Brittany Chambers down in Kansas, and she's having an awesome experience down there.
The free throw woes continue for the Patriots. We talked about earlier, you work on it in the offseason, so these games, they make a big difference.
So she had 28, which is 14 away from tying. That makes it 42.
Good
she
rebound
has
by
3
Lewis.
points beyond that now for 45. Just getting my math straight.
Okay, we're sitting at 45. Okay.
See how you can make simple addition so complicated, Tony?
Yeah, well, I'm an English teacher. Don't throw the math problems at me either. So
Everything is half price if you want to pay double.
that's right. It was a good pass, and you know what? When the Panthers try to, they're oh my goodness! you anticipate.
The crowd knows. The crowd knows.
Yep.
Yeah.
They do. Boy, Lewis had a great game.
What a competitor. I wish we knew what kind of points she had right now.
It's close to 30. I mean, she's got over half their points, doesn't she, at this rate?
You would think.
Because we've said her name a lot. The Panthers struggle. They try to slow it down. There's a foul. And now she'll have a chance to tie the record, we think.
Everyone in the stands knew that, too.
Yes. They're keeping track. Technology is a wonderful tool sometimes. They knew the other night, Carlie will kick herself. She missed a lot of free throws on Wednesday and a couple of those layup opportunities. But you can see the subs coming in for the Panthers, too. With a minute left, the Patriots call timeout. But it looks like Coach Schultz is going to get some of his subs in for an opportunity to play in this game, too.
I wonder if somebody is going to say something to Coach Schultz.
No.
Okay.
I don't think anybody will. Everybody knows that Carlie doesn't care. John doesn't care. They're about playing as a team and winning. And he pulled Carlie the other night. She certainly had a chance to tie or break the single game record. But with a minute and a half left, you give everybody an opportunity to say, I played on the target center floor, and that's the right thing to do.
And I mentioned earlier that breaking a record unknowingly is the best way to do it.
Yes.
And as fun as it is for announcers, fans, and whatnot, to break the record, yeah, it's special and it's fun. But you got to admire the coach coaching the game the way it should be coached.
That's right.
We're at 9-point difference, 67-58. 1 minute to go. And Coach Schultz has made a decision to put in some subs, start playing some reserves.
Yep. You got Abby Crabtree and Danielle Kruger. Danielle's a senior. She's played a lot of basketball, works really hard for this team.
There's no sub at the table for Carlie, though.
No. She's going to finish this game out, I would bet, because you want somebody who can really handle the ball down the stretch, just in case. Like you say, it's really not over.
46 points.
Now she's going to try to hit this one to tie the record.
Well, no, she's going to try to hit this one to give her team 69 points.
That too.
Oh.
Not there. Good rebound by her sister Marnie. They'll give it back to Carlie and say, here you go, big ticket.
And no baskets.
Sorry.
No attempt to go on the floor here.
No. Nice pass. Get it to Danielle. She's going to try to do something.
Travel. Good call. And absolutely, the right decisions are being made on the floor by the players.
Yes. Yep. It's not about individual things. And Carlie was going to try to get it to Danielle. She's a senior. Give her a chance to try to score in the state tournament. And that's a great thing to give everybody that opportunity.
30.6 seconds remaining.
And the crowd anticipates. They know what's about to happen. Sure looks like the Panthers are going to come home with the third place hardware. Pequot Lakes gave them everything they had. They really made a game out of it after they fell behind by so much.
Oh,
hey, Danielle will get a chance to shoot some free throws. good opportunity. The thing is, Carlie has a hard time stop being aggressive. That wasn't about trying to break a record.
Oh,
that
no,
was,
not at all.
The lane is there. I can't stop.
That was Carlie's play.
Yeah.
And again, we haven't done a whole lot in terms of names and things like that for Pequot Lakes, but all the respect in the world for getting to this point and playing and having fun in this game. 23 seconds to go. The senior gets on the board.
Yep, that's a great thing for Danielle. She'll be able to go out with a smile on her face and her name in the books there for at least having 1 point in a state tournament. Rebound by Abby Crabtree, another hardworking junior on this team.
Travel. Everybody knows, and Carlie was set up, and they were saying, get it there, get it there.
Yep.
18 seconds remaining.
And that's all right. Like I say, the Panther fans hope we'll come back up here again and Carlie have more opportunities, but she's going to have a lot of help in the years to come, too. There's a foul.
That's going to send Lewick to the line. And what a game Lewick has had, even though we haven't talked much about it. She's done a great job rebounding, scoring points, distributing the ball, just being the all-around player out there. And when things got tough, there was a couple of times where she could have, shown a little attitude, and she just moved on, which is a great example for the kids to see.
I'm so impressed with her, and people can watch her and say, that's the type of basketball player I would like to be, and you can't do any worse. You can be a great player if you can play like Lewick.
The clock ran an extra second. Nobody's going to complain about it.
No.
9.6 on the clock.
The fans are all on their feet. Both teams played a great game. They want to have, Carlie will have that chance again. And everybody knows it except her, I think. She might have an inkling with the way people are reacting.
She'll know when she hits 48.
I think they definitely know by the look on the bench.
And we think she's tied the...
That would be 46.
That would be 47.
47.
There's a chance to break it for Carlie.
Stay on her, Randy.
There it is. 48 points for Carlie Wagner.
Just stay on her.
And another nice basket by Lewick. What a way to finish her career.
Let's just listen to the crowd appreciate the game.
It was. This was a great...
Well, let's see if Dick Jankowski recognizes the state record as they hand out awards.
Let's see.
If somebody recognizes it, I'm sure they'll give her the game ball. But here's Dick Jankowski with today's award ceremony, and we'll be back to give you our final comments after the award ceremony. Third place winners, New Richland, Heartland,
Elledale, Geneva.
Award ceremony. We have a very outstanding milestone that was set here. Scoring 48 points in this game. excited, the fans and the guys right here at the scorers table. Terrific milestone. Well, presenting the awards at this time, we have Minnie Sparby for Domeier. And John Avon from Elder. No, that's wrong. Scott McCready, my fault. Scott McCready from St. Charles. I'm so excited, I don't know what happened. I'll tell you that. Ladies and gentlemen, a great season for Pequot Lakes, and at this time, with the captain of the Pequot Lakes team, Lodmell, will continue his birthday celebration. Pequot Lakes finishes their year with 20 wins and 13 defeats. Congratulations to Pequot Lakes. The third place team receives bronze medals and a team trophy. Medals will be presented. Please step forward as your name is called. Number 3, Carlie Wagner. Number 5, Abby Crabtree. Number 11, Tori Raymond. Number 12, Jade Schultz. Katie Cole. Danielle Kruger. Hannah Wonder. 25, Raylan Chu. 31, Carlie Wagner. 33, Anna Slate. 25, Maddie Wagner. 45, Paige Overgard. The student managers, Emily Kriggy and Jack Schultz. The assistant coaches, Grant Woodard. Annika Peterson. And head coach John Schultz. Ladies and gentlemen, the NRHEG finished the season with a record of 32 wins and 1 loss.
Fellas, this was almost as much fun. It's right up there with watching a state final game?
There was a lot of great effort out here. Both teams just played their hearts out. It's your last game of the season. You want to go out to win. And both these teams are winning teams. They both deserve to be here and put forth a really, really great game for us to watch.
Larry, your final thoughts?
Well, it was a fun game. You know, it's like I come from the 4A section of the basketball world, and watching the single A and 2A teams this year has actually been kind of an enlightenment for me. Specifically the fans. The fans have been just absolutely spectacular. And also the basketball players have been very, very good. We've seen a lot of very, very good individual players. And of course, I guess we need to just punctuate what we saw today with that 48-point performance to finish off a very, very nice state tournament.
Carlie Wagner was very, very fun to watch, and I use the word was because of what we just saw. She will continue to be a fun player to watch, and what a class in terms of Class 2A for basketball, for women's basketball. You got Rebecca Dahlman coming back, already the state's all-time leading scorer, and it's just going to add to it. And if you don't want to watch the whole Rebecca Dahlman, you get a chance to go out and watch Carlie Wagner.
There's a lot of great basketball players, like you say, at this level. You know, these smaller schools, these kids work really hard for the chance to be able to be part of the basketball team. And like you say, between Rebecca Dahlman and Carlie Wagner, there's a lot of other great players that don't make it to the state tournament. It sure is fun night in and night out to watch girls basketball in the state of Minnesota.
Mark, I have not picked up real well on your last name.
Domeier.
Thanks for helping us out.
Thank
I
you.
hope you enjoyed it.
It was my pleasure. It was
no
great
refund
fun.
on your ticket to get in, by the way.
That's all right.
Larry Lodmell, it's been a pleasure. We still got 2 more games to go.
We do?
Oh, I do. You can leave if you want. And what camera with Randy Thal?
Did a great job today.
Thal? Okay. For Prep45.com, I'm Tony Geer signing off. Third place winners is I'm gonna get this right. NRHEG over Pequot Lakes.
There you go.
All right. Thanks for watching, everybody. Good night.